Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
No topic too absurd, no statement too asinine. Nerdy Jersey's finest coming at you right now. Nerdities, that's right, folks. I am Mike.
I am Justin.
I'm Vin, bringer of rain, slayer of Theocles.
What's this now?
I'm just Joe.
Way to keep it up there, Joe. Thanks, Garth.
And then there's Joe.
I just finished a 3-month trial of Apple Music, and I was like, fuck it, I want to keep going. So I got the Apple Plus plan, and I was like, you know what, I want to take advantage of all this shit. So I was searching everything I possibly could. I was searching Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, because I like some of the soundtracks to that. Do you know Arnold did an aerobics audiobook, or audio, I guess it was tapes, back in the late 70s, early 80s?
No.
Yeah. If you search on Apple Music, Arnold Schwarzenegger, it'll come, and it's him giving the instructions of how to do each exercise, but it's not just that. He's got backing tracks. And when I say backing tracks, it's not just some generic workout music like a Jane Fonda movie, a Jane Fonda tape. No. The second track is Don't Stop Believin'.
What?
The third track is 8675309.
I'm checking Spotify's on this one.
Your number.
There's a handful of them that you may not know by name. I didn't know half of them by name, but as I was listening, I'm like, oh, I kind of recognize that. The 9th track is It's Raining Men. There are 13 of these tracks, and Arnold is talking over all of them.
Temperatures rising.
Giving descriptions of the workout and counting them off at times, too. Fucking tremendous. But it's not nearly as tremendous as the fact that if you do this search for Arnold on Apple Music, you will also come up with the Arnold Schwarzenegger inspirational music.
I found it on Spotify. Arnold Schwarzenegger's total body workout.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
If you want to get back into it, Joe, I think you should start using this.
You know what? I will try it.
Yeah. But first, you need to listen to his motivational song. Is this the same one I listened to? Yeah.
It's like you can have the best ship in the world, you can have the best airplane in the world. If the pilots or the captain doesn't know where to go, it would just drift around. It would not end up anywhere, almost like in the wrong place.
This sounds like the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of, and don't forget to wear sunscreen.
Oh, the Baz Luhrmann thing?
Yes.
Sunscreen.
I was floored by that. So I felt everyone needed to hear it.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything weird they want to bring to the show?
Chef Justin's getting back in the kitchen next week.
Oh, that's so weird.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long is that lasting?
Until
You're not quite sure yet, right?
until I get hired back from the post office.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So, TBD. Giant question mark.
Yeah. Tibbets. I'll be working with Pravdo's sister.
Wait. Wait, what? You're going back to...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard today, I was talking to my mom, and she's just like, yeah, the chefs at the restaurant quit. And I'm like, okay, because the last I heard that Bato was trying to quit, and then that just didn't happen.
See, he always talks about quitting, and then he stays for another 3 years, and then quitting happens, and then he stays, and he's always going to be there. But yeah, I will be participating in the cooking of food there once again.
Participating. That's a technically accurate way to put it. Yeah.
Nice. I had fights this past weekend. We went 1-1. Some guy took a picture of me taking the one fighter's gloves off, and I showed it to Megan. I go, check out my lat. You see my lat's like popping out of my shirt? She's like, yeah, no, I totally noticed your lat. Not the guy who's shredded. Standing next to it, took the gloves off of. I was like, oh, right.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tactical error right there.
Yeah, she keeps me humble.
Joe, they were really cool about my schedule though.
That's good.
Yeah, so I keep my weekends off so I can continue to help Ashley with cleanings on the weekends. And Tuesdays I don't work at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you should totally break out part of your world while you're in the kitchen with Dee's there.
Yeah, don't worry. I've got tons of playlists made since 15 years ago.
So, because the last time, I do totally admit, the last time I ate there, it wasn't that good.
Oh, I've heard from several people. But I don't have to work. Like, they still have a head guy.
Okay.
So I get to go bop around for a little bit, do some stuff.
Just line work? Just like sous chef?
Sous chef-y kind of crap. You know, no big stress. Did you know they close at 8:30 every fucking night though?
What? No.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, they were like,
Real?
oh, we'll probably just cut you loose after rush every night. And I was like, oh, okay. So like what, like 8:30? And they're like, no. Ever since COVID, we don't stay open past like 8:30. There's no point. It was just like a bunch of fucking potheads who wanted shit late at night. So, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. So that means I get to like bounce it like between like 7 and 8 every night. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I still get home to put Zach to bed and stuff.
Why would you want to cut off your pothead customers? They're guaranteed money.
Yeah, but it was only like it wasn't enough to be guaranteed money.
You just gotta.
Food was better would be.
Listen, I'm fucking. That's good hours, man. We used to have to be there till like fucking 10 o'clock on the weekends.
Dude, it sucked. We would be leaving so late.
Like fucking 10. We wouldn't leave until like 10:30. I get home, it's 11, and I'm still wired. I'm fucking eating dinner at 11 o'clock at night. It would sucked.
Oh, God. I was saying to my mom, like, I'm retired.
So yeah, I needed something to make some cash before the post office, and they're cool with that too. They're like, just keep us up to date on everything. I was like, all right, of course.
That's cool.
Of course.
I probably have to order there again then.
They're like, how do you look younger?
See, you were sucking the life out of me.
And I said, well, no caffeine, drink a lot of water, meditation, workout.
Yeah, you weren't eating healthy back then, so that can really take a lot of.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Effect.
Yeah, I was still doing caffeine back then too. And yes,
a lot of caffeine there.
And yes, I meant to say doing, as in it is a drug.
We put back a lot of caffeinated drinks
fucking
there.
Caffeine. We had fucking unlimited soda fountain, the entire fucking day.
There would be cases of fucking Red Bull there.
I never drank energy drinks.
You didn't do that. It would be, oh God, that's where.
Yeah, that's pushing.
Yeah, you guys were big on the fucking Monsters and the fucking Red Bulls. It would be like fucking Coke, like all day. And then when it got hot, it was a lot of water. But like now, I only fucking drink water. So, have any sent an attachment?
I sent the trailer. Do you guys see one yet? Right now. I feel like I discovered it.
Terminal List, Dark Wolf.
Is that a sequel?
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck. Another Chris Pratt movie.
No. It's Taylor Chris. Oh, Chris Pratt's in it.
Well, yeah,
Well, Gambit's in it.
he started he was in the first one.
Well, it looks like this one's about Gambit. And he's cool.
Yeah,
Former Gambit?
I do like him.
Yeah.
But
When do you start?
Monday.
Okay.
How much time are you going to be spending fucking around with his sister's belief system?
So the owner's a repub. So I would give it a little bet. I'm gonna start.
Yeah, they are very.
I'm gonna start preaching common sense. I'm gonna do it in a non-political way, though. I'm gonna find things that I know they like, and then start applying the principles of the things that are wrong right now to those things. So when they're like, "Yeah, that's really fucked up," I would hate that. What would you?
They very much drank the Kool-Aid.
Hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Like, is part of the reason they no longer have a cooking staff because of La Migra?
The one dude is going back.
Self-deporting?
Yeah.
Fuck around, find out.
Yeah.
Oh. Good for you. Good
Good for you.
Money, baby. And those hours are fucking tight now, so.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a pretty
Being there till 10.
Yeah. It's a pretty stellar day.
Well, I'm going to bring you down right now. Although it's not anybody we know personally, we have to do a rest in peace.
Yes, I read this morning.
It might be the same one I'm talking about. Jim Shooter. Most folks out there might not know that name. Actually, most folks out there won't know that name. But in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, he was essentially the second coming of Stan Lee. He was Marvel's editor-in-chief, the youngest editor-in-chief they ever had. He was presiding over Marvel Comics during Frank Miller's Daredevil run, the Chris Claremont, John Byrne X-Men run, all the big moments of the 80s. He essentially created Secret Wars, which was pretty much the creation of the comic book miniseries. Of course, there have been others before that, but it was the creation of the tie-in to other forms of media. Like, if it wasn't for that, there wouldn't have been Marvel action figures for a long time. And then went out on his own and was one of the creators of Valiant Comics. So Solar, Exo Manowar. He didn't create Turok, but he created a home for them. Lots of stuff came out of there, and it's still going strong now. Sold a Legion of Superheroes story to DC at age 13. Dude was a fucking prodigy.
Yeah.
Helped redefine the industry and keep it afloat. He came up with the idea of doing fill-in issues when guys couldn't meet their quota, just to make sure that there was books out there and to keep the stories flowing. So yeah, he was a great innovator. 74 years old. Really sad. Quite unfortunate. Thank you for your contribution to the comic book industry, sir. All right. It's a weird-ass week for casting.
Hold on, wait. Before we get into this, there is something I'm looking forward to this week.
Mm-hmm.
Our aunt is doing her usual 4th of July celebration. Barnegat does their fireworks on Saturday night by the high school, no longer at the Bay anymore. And it will be the first time that my son's girlfriend is coming to a family function.
How long have they been going out?
Like 2 or 3 months now.
Okay. I lost track of time.
That's serious.
Okay.
Yes. That's why That's why I threw out the if she'd like to come to a family thing. You know.
Yeah.
Let's
Nice.
get her.
Good. Is it like a pool party?
Yeah.
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 So that's more interesting ways to embarrass him.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun.
I think I'm going to go with the threaten to embarrass him, but never actually do it.
He's always good. He's a good one to have the looming threat over his head the entire time because he gets real fucking squirrely.
Oh, he's built in squirrely.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of his DNA now.
Yeah. It's like a fucking cat in a room full of rocking chairs at all times.
He's the easiest scared kid I've ever seen.
Really, really fucking is.
A lot of times, I'll be over Justin's house. On Saturday nights, Zach tries to get us all to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't figured out all the rules to it. And James isn't exactly great, but everybody has to take their time seeking. James will know where I'm hidden, come in, see me, and I'll go, ah! And he'll still jump.
Dude, I fucking got him yet last night. Where the fuck? Oh my god, where the fuck was I? I was in the pantry. Right?
Oh, you guys were playing?
Yeah. I was in the pantry. And I knew he had heard the doors close, but I usually like fake out when closing those doors anyway. So he comes to check it. And I could see through the crack on his face like he had the I'm just going to open it for opening its sake look. And as soon as he got like a fucking inch wide, I was like, "Rah!" Bro. My dude fell backwards. He's
gonna hurt himself.
Yeah. It was, and like it wasn't like he was doing it intentionally like most of the time. This was a legit like he was fucking terrified.
He does that shaggy jump in the air and run kind of shit.
He really does. Fucking hysterical.
And there's just not enough doors in your house to be running back and forth with music playing in the background.
No. What makes this one so fun though is it's got my dad saying he's only going to have a couple beers so he doesn't embarrass James, he doesn't get drunk in front of him.
It's very nice of him to be considerate.
Yes.
And try and contribute to James's well-being. He's got a lot of other people to worry about.
My goal is to get Kyle drunk so that Scoot Stanier comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to throw him in the pool as many times as possible.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to congratulate myself for retaining the world title.
You don't want to let him hear it?
Being the winningest champion ever.
Yeah.
You did good.
Huh. Vin.
Well, when you have 400 HP, it's kind of hard
Not
to lose.
400 HP. Kyle got me down to 30, bro. That was good.
For 20 minutes, he got you down to 30.
Yeah. Do you know Starmania was an hour and a half long?
Well, figure it had more matches than ever before, than any other match.
Three more
episode.
than the usual pay-per-view lineup.
And each one had a preface.
It did have a video package.
Yeah.
I mean, audio video package.
Minus the video.
I want you to know, since Sunday, every day, that motherfucker sent me notes about his Star Wars D&D stuff. He's got a ship.
Just when I think I'm obsessive. Yeah, we have a lot to go over with that thing. Like, they were just coming in with ships. Does it make sense for us all to have one, or do we, like, have a communal ship?
You guys are going to have a communal ship. You have to get one. He has a small ship that is his, but there's a whole story to it.
Okay. I guess it would make sense for us to have a ship like Han and Chewie had at the beginning of Force Awakens, where it's more of like a traveling dock.
Kind of.
I'd like that. It's kind of what I want to live on. Just a floating place to keep my car.
But yeah, okay. So now, yeah, weird casting, huh?
Yeah. Weird casting and a lot of it. I'll get the quicker one out of the way. The quicker couple? Yeah. Bradley Cooper is not just doing one role in Superman.
Really?
Yes. He's going to be Jor-El.
Huh.
Yeah. And Angelina Serafin, I'll have to go back to the article itself to see what else she's been in, is going to be Lara Morvan, the mother of Kal-El.
What is her name? Angelina what?
Serafin. A lot of Y's in her name. S-A-R-A-F-Y-N. Not a lot of Y's, but a Y where you wouldn't expect. She's been in a big show.
Madison with a Y.
It's not where you think.
She was in The Immigrant. She was in Twilight. Westworld.
That's the big name.
Yeah. Westworld.
Nothing I watched, but something that yeah. I have a feeling she's going to be the classic stand behind Jor-El and look pensive. Maybe get a few lines in there, but apparently he's going to pop up as a hologram version of Jor-El, and maybe not just in this one thing. Might be a recurring cameo situation for him. So that's pretty good.
I hope when they do their fucking Krypton flashback, she's not just standing there. She's like fucking punching motherfuckers in the face. She's like, not my kid, you piece of shit. That'd be nice.
That's pretty hardcore. They're doing another one of those Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Lego animated miniseries. This one's a 4-parter. Guessing all the other characters are going to be popping back up, but there's a new antagonist named Solitus. It looks like he's wielding lightsaber nunchucks.
Sweet.
And his voice is going to be done by Dan Stevens. Now, when I hear the name Dan Stevens, and even see the face of Dan Stevens, I don't necessarily remember who he is exactly. He was on Downton Abbey. He was in that vampire ballerina movie, Abigail.
He was the Beast.
Legion.
I was gonna say, I believe he was also the Beast in the live-action Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, was he?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Joe,
So, yeah, he's doing a voiceover in that.
Joe, can you fact check that for me?
That first 2-parter, I believe it was, or the movie, or I don't remember how the format went, but that was very fun. That Rebuilt the Galaxy. It's kind of Star Wars Lego's version of What If.
Justin, you are correct. He was the Beast.
Oh. Well, it's Carol's all the time.
He sang that riveting newer song in that one. When she leaves and he's like, she left me, but I still love her. Does a much better job than that. Also, those aren't the lyrics of the song.
Good, because that was pretty straightforward. And then I wiped, and there was too much fur. That's why she left me. I smell like dog shit. Goulet. I have 4 other castings for one movie.
For one movie, right?
Yeah, they just spent the entire last 7 days dropping names for Street Fighter. Dan's going to be in it, the character of Dan.
Yeah.
Who is basically just a running joke in the Street Fighter series.
Yeah.
It's going to be played by a guy named Andrew Schultz. I don't recognize him from anything. I think I've seen him as a supporting role.
Yeah.
Comedian, podcaster. He appears in Tires. I don't know if he acts in other. I think he acts in other shit too.
Yeah.
Probably.
Andrew
He looks like standard support guy. Like, I've seen him in roles for like a minute or two.
He's
like
perfect for the part.
Yeah, he's so far in my mind he's filler, and Dan is complete filler.
When he got the role, he tweeted, and my dad said playing video games was a waste of time, and he got Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm. That's why you gotta do that research young, so it sticks with you. 50 Cent is gonna be Balrog. What the fuck is going on with this movie?
When I first saw that, I thought it was bullshit until I saw it came from Variety, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's crazy.
That's something that I didn't expect to hear.
They're apparently taking this movie a lot more serious than the other two.
Yeah. This sounds like it might actually be a fighting tournament movie.
Anyway, so far, I'm not too impressed.
I like this cast. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, I haven't heard of any JCVD of the group, so
This will be the first Street Fighter movie filmed in the United States.
ew.
And Brazil, and Russia, and
India.
Japan.
Honda.
They haven't cast Dalsim or E Honda yet.
No, I'm looking at the confirmed. Well,
I'm not even gonna lie. Samoa Joe is right there for fucking E Honda.
I, not crazy. He's Samoan.
Plus, he's a good actor. He
Yeah.
is fucking incredible in Twisted Metal, even though they fucking have Arnett VO him.
His physicality works.
Dude, he's so good. He's so cartoony in a good way.
Seemed pretty fitting for Street Fighter, so.
Mackie gives him all the credit in the world on interviews. He's like, because he learns the dialogue to say the shit on set.
Yeah.
And he said his delivery sometimes is better than the way it comes off on the finished product.
That
But
sucks.
but the
way
mask,
that's
the mask, unfortunately, like,
muffles it.
yeah.
Yeah.
what the fuck is Vega?
Will they have a Vega?
Yes.
Vega.
They cast Vega. Oh fuck.
Orville
Peck. He's a country musician
Ironically, wears a
who
mask.
wears a mask in real life.
Yeah.
That's his gimmick.
Stunt
Yeah.
casting.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weird. I wouldn't expect a country musician to be playing a Spanish luchador-esque, not luchador, matador-esque
Yeah.
guy who uses a claw hand.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened, huh?
Just in this story, yes, stranger things have happened. Because the next two, I'm not sure which one's more nuts.
Good job.
It's pretty crazy to have Cody Rhodes play Guile.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. I mean, sure, Cody Rhodes has a lot of personality.
He's
But he's
got
also
big
got a
boosters
little-
though.
He's a fairly large man.
Yeah, all the wrestlers are big guys.
Yeah.
Like, compared to each
He's
other,
got a
some guy like him looks small. but
Red,
he's
white,
like-
and blue neck tattoo.
So, just I got to update. That's not confirmed.
He's in talks.
He's in talks. It's not. That one's not confirmed.
He's gonna get it.
They asked him in the interview process, can you do a split? What are your kicks like? Deliver this line.
He's American, so he's already got one up on JCVD.
I don't know, man.
How's your French accent?
Yeah.
I don't have one. Perfect.
You hired.
Is that all the casting you have for it?
No, because the final one for Street Fighter, we love him. We love David Desmalchin.
Yes.
He's popped up. He's like everyone's good luck charm. He's in every Nolan movie now. He's in every Villeneuve movie.
I'm all for this.
Yeah,
Wait.
he's in all the Ant-Man movies.
He
Did
was
you not
in.
hear who he's playing, Joe?
No, I know who he's playing, but what you just mentioned about Villeneuve, I'm
that.
curious now.
Okay. Dave Desmalchin will be playing M. Bison.
I can't.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I love him, but
He's a good actor.
I know he can pull off the attitude. Like
Yeah.
he's another guy. He could play the shark in Jaws.
Yes.
He can do anything.
Yes.
Physicality wise, this is going to be a lot like Raul Julia. They're gonna probably take that exact same suit out of mothballs.
Or they have they Chris Pratt him.
You think he's gonna go through the Marvel system?
Sure.
They're gonna get him a trainer.
I mean, Roman Reigns is already in the cast, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to be hard to be like, here's your workout partner.
It could be. There are going to be so many guys. Like, you got 2 wrestlers in there.
Yeah.
Him and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
More than enough people to help them along that kind of. But that's not the thing you do on set, though. That's the thing you spend months in advance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they could send someone, to train with him. But I'm telling you, he'll bulk up for sure. Or he already has been. We haven't seen him lately.
Could be.
Yeah, that's true. I'm all for that. Him as Bison.
So weird. There's so many other characters in Street Fighter. Like 5 years ago, I would have been like, he'd be a good choice for Dan.
Yeah, but he's come such a long way now. Like I'm so happy for him. Like
after Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have to take roles like Dan anymore.
So happy for him. I'm like, yes, you're the main fucking villain now. Good for you, dude.
Neck for neck with the main villain. You are neck and neck with Roman Reigns as the villain.
Yeah, Akuma, yeah.
Yeah. So that's significant.
I'm fucking about it. I'm a bravo to small team.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely up for it.
There's still a handful of announcements left for this thing. They've got the main people.
Yeah. Well, they need E Honda. They need Dalsim. They need
Blanca, right?
They already got Blanca.
Yeah.
The fucking another Samoan Joseph is.
Cammy.
Who's who?
Cammy.
They haven't cast a Cammy yet.
They haven't got Cammy. I'd see on the IMDb's Blanca, Bison, Chun-Li, Ken, Ryu, Vega, Akuma, Balrog. What?
Who's Ken?
Noah Centineo.
Andrew Koji?
That's Ryu.
Oh, Ken. Yeah. Sorry, that's Ryu's. And
Ken is the dude playing He-Man.
Yeah, Noah Centineo.
That's essentially the original Street Fighter cast. So now, do you throw in a Cammy, a T-Hawk? I'd like Guy in there and DJ.
Yeah. Oh, dude. DJ was one of my favorite ones to fight as.
Yeah.
Did they throw some of the alpha characters in there? There is a deep bench to pull from.
There are. I haven't played any of the new Street Fighters.
Every one they've dropped at least 2 or 3 new characters in, and they're not nearly as recognizable as the ones from the 90s. But movies like this could use fodder.
Oh yeah, definitely. Why can't I just see? Oh,
I'm starting to look forward to this fucking thing.
I'm intrigued. More I'm intrigued.
I really like this cast, man.
Is this theaters or stream?
It's
theaters.
It's most likely theater. I don't see anything about it. It would say if it was streaming. Directing is Kitao Sakurai. He directed Twisted Metal, 4 episodes.
It's a good fucking show. If no one's watched it yet, season 2's dropping soon. But it's a good show.
Anthony Mackie's a busy boy, huh?
He is.
The Eric Andre show he directed. He directed 5 episodes of Dave. You ever watch that on FX?
Yeah.
He's primarily a TV director, but that's where some of the best come from.
Yeah.
Bad Trip.
There's a short called Wake the Fuck Up with Samuel L.
Aardvark.
Okay.
Alright, so he's no slacker.
I just looked at the list of every selectable fighter in the Street Fighter series, there is a lot more on this list than I expected.
Yeah, man. They're up to game number 6. They've had 3 alphas, and each one of those has had at least one character.
Yeah.
Oh, Zangief. I heard about him.
Oh, Rusev. If they don't get fucking Rusev to play Zangief.
That would be a great choice. Why not? They already dipped their fingers way deep into the WWE
That's what I'm saying.
tank. Such an odd one. I look forward to this.
A lot.
It's so crazy.
Handful of trailers this week. They gave us, what is this, the 4th fucking Fantastic Four trailer?
I didn't count.
Yeah.
I didn't count that. I stuck with the 6 like actual new trailers this week.
Yeah. Because the only thing to really take away from it is that Ben has a beard at some point.
Yeah. Which,
Ben has and you see Galactus basically destroying some kind of planet.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop with the trailers, stop with the commercials. Just let us watch this film. The Roof Man. I thought Channing Tatum was playing a superhero here, and I'm very happy he's not.
Yeah.
Some kind of based on a true story about a guy who escaped from prison who is a criminal with a heart of gold and hides out in a Toys R Us.
Yeah, that sold me. And then Dinklage is the fucking manager.
Dinklage is basically Michael Scott if Michael Scott ran a Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable, out of sorts type. And Che is a guy who keeps digging himself into a deeper hole.
Yeah.
This looks pretty fun.
It looks fun.
Shari and Lamb Chop is going to make us all cry.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
Yep.
I watched the first 10 seconds of that trailer and I had to stop it.
You're like, no, I can't.
Won't do it.
I got through
getting wet.
through the whole trailer, but I was eating when I started it, so I stopped eating, and I was like, oh, now I have to eat more because the emotions.
Yeah.
This makes me sad in a way I can't express. You know who can express it for me? A sock puppet.
I pulled out Francois.
We cried together.
Yeah.
Man, she was adorable when she was young.
Oh yeah, for real.
That fucking hairdo she did later on in life.
Yeah,
That
I
perm.
don't know what was. I mean, that was the thing of the time, I guess.
I think it was that Bob Ross thing.
Yeah.
You create a look that becomes so recognizable to you, and for her it was as a comeback.
Yeah.
You got to stick with it. That's part of who you are now. But she had that flowing ginger hair. Adorable young lady.
Yeah.
Eden, I don't know what the fuck is going on in that, but it's Ana de Armas looking like a bad guy. So that's
And Sydney
something that had
Sweeney.
happened.
Everybody's gonna jerk off to this, even if you don't have a penis.
Yeah, it actually looks like a good movie.
It does actually.
Looks pretty intense. Looks kind of like Island of Dr. Moreau if everyone was religious.
Yeah.
Kind of vibes we're getting with no weird mutated creatures. Project Hail Mary looks to me like a little bit of Sunshine, a little bit Interstellar.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Gosling is the only person on the planet who knows how to do this thing, even though there's probably 100,000 people who've studied the exact same thing he has and didn't become high school science teachers.
Yeah.
But hey, they need him to train the people to drill the hole in the asteroid or whatever the fuck they're doing.
Beneath the helium.
Yep. The Cat in the Hat. They're gonna milk that cow again. This time with 100% more Bill Hader.
Looks cute. The Grinch was good, so.
They're coming at it from a different angle, it seems. I don't remember anything in the book about some kind of men in black of imaginary creatures.
Yeah.
So this could be fun. But the one I've been waiting for quite some time. I wanted to know what the look and feel of this Running Man remake is going to be. And I'm interested. I'm all about,
Vinny
I'm about
gave
it.
it a thumbs down.
Didn't John Cena just make a movie with Aquafina with the same plot?
No, not completely.
It's close.
Pretty close.
Well, then they're ripping off the Running Man because this is basically the story from Stephen King's book, his novella. This is way closer than the Schwarzenegger movie ever was.
Yeah.
I go by Schwarzenegger movie or not Stephen King.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird watching the trailer because I just thought I was watching like the news.
Watching the what?
Watching the news.
Pretty analogous to what we're living.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't
They seem to have kept some elements, like the over-the-top announcer guy, and he's going to get launched in one of those weird sled thingies. Other than that, it's a lot closer to the book, which took place over a longer period of time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And that fucking guy, I can't remember his name now.
Powell?
Glenn Powell.
Yeah. They seem to be taking advantage of his skills from Hitman, his ability to be a chameleon and blend into any character he wants, because he's going to be doing a lot of hiding and mustache wearing in this.
Oh, so they took the Aquafina movie and mixed it with the Hitman, and they made the Running Man.
Running Hitman. I'm into it. I'm down.
That
was awesome.
When it's streaming.
Yeah. I mean, it's Edgar Wright. It's going to be a kinetic, bombastic experience.
Yeah.
That was all the trailers, yes?
Yes.
Well, it's the first time in a while I got them all right. That's why it pays to actually put them in my notes when they get dropped into the feed. Reviews. Has anyone watched Wolves yet?
No.
The George Clooney, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Yeah,
That's an Apple TV exclusive, is it not?
indeed. And because I just went with the whole $20 stupidity duper plan, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to start watching original programming. Oh, that's right. They have a movie starring two guys from
Ooh.
Ocean's 11.
While you have it, then watch the Fly Me to the Moon.
That's the Che and
ScarJo.
ScarJo. Okay.
And check out Monarch, the Godzilla show.
Well, that's a bit deep. He's talking about watching a movie.
Yeah,
They're all like, I gotta
yeah,
fucking-
I'm not telling them. Like, that's like me saying, Mike, you're gonna love Ted Lasso, but like strap in because there's like 4 fucking seasons. Like, you will like Ted Lasso if you get around to it. It's a great show.
Yeah, it's good.
But much more digestible for you, movie form stuff. Fly Me to the Moon was really good.
Well, Wolves is really fucking good.
I figured.
If you didn't get it from the trailer, they play two guys who are very similar. It's the first time I've ever seen a movie where they could have done an interchange of the characters, and it would have been perfectly fine. It would have played out incredibly well still, because they really are the same guy. They do the same thing. They dress pretty much the exact same way. They handle things almost exactly the same way. But it's because of the fact that they're lone wolves, or they are wolves, or whatever, they can't work together. Except for in this situation, they have to work together. And watching them slowly kind of get along and then have moments where they fall out again, but they're stuck together because they got to get this mission done and over with, are what carries the movie along. But the momentum of the whole thing is fucking excellent. It starts off, you don't waste any time like getting to know characters initially. The event happens that they need to fix in the opening seconds. Like, you don't even see it. You just hear the sounds of it happening. You get dropped into the situation, and the person who's calling to get the shit fixed is losing their mind. And within 10 minutes, they're all in the scene together, and it starts to fall apart, and they're pulling it back together and doing fun, crazy, interesting things. And it's taking them around New York on a really snowy night with this very wacky supporting character. I don't want to give away too much more, but it's got great fucking momentum throughout. Directed by the guy who did the 3 Spider-Man movies, John Watts. Written and directed by him. And it really showcases how I understand why he's decided not to make any more Spider-Man movies. Because it's like, he's a great director, and he was doing great work in the Spider-Man movies, but it's filmmaking by committee. This is his Ryan Johnson moment. I made 3 great movies for him their way. Now I get to do my shit. And I hope he does more stuff like this, because this one really worked. And just seeing Pitt and Clooney snipe at each other for an hour and a half, just shit-talking, is worth the price of admission. It's like, what if Rusty and Danny Ocean didn't like each other at all, and were forced to rob banks together?
No, it was good.
Yeah. Any other single reviews before we do the big Marvel one for the week?
I don't think I watched anything else.
Okay, Ironheart's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
kind of
so
ashamed of
fucking
Disney
good.
for not pushing it more. Yeah. It is the first thing that pops up when you pull Plus up now. They have understood the error of their ways, and they're putting it on Front Street.
How many episodes is it?
6, but they dropped it in blocks, and in 2 blocks. The first 3 episodes were last week. The last ones, actually, they just dropped 17 minutes ago as of this recording.
Yeah.
So if we finish early enough, I might get into episode 4. I'm not sure.
I'm intrigued on what happened after she done fucked up.
Oh, she done fucked up hard. She and she's definitely the emotional prodigy of Tony Stark, because she allowed her intelligence to get her into a situation that she is capable of getting out of, but also isn't necessarily emotionally capable of dealing with. It's kind of funny that she reacts to these situations the same way Tony did. Like, she has a panic attack. They're the only 2 characters in the MCU I've ever seen have panic attacks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parallel there. In attitude, in style, in mentality. But the most fun parts about it are her AI and how it's created.
Natalie is awesome.
Yeah, who it is, how they relate to her, and how it really is the thing that's fucking with her mentally. Like, she can't handle the fact that this person in her life is now back that shouldn't be, in a weird way. She's having a hard time accepting who this new entity is.
Mm-hmm.
The dynamic with her family's okay. Like, we haven't seen enough of her mom. The fact that we got Cree Summer in something for like 2 minutes made both Justin and I pop from
hard.
like many towns away.
I texted you the minute it happened. Oh, it's like they got Cree Summer.
Who's this?
She was on It's a Different World back in the day.
Yes.
It was the Cosby Show spinoff. But nowadays,
she's
she
also
does voices on fucking everything.
Oh,
She was Susie on Rugrats.
no shit.
Yeah. That's my quickest go-to that most people recognize. But she's like, she was Foxy on Drawn Together on Comedy Central. She's like a gajillion other things.
Yeah. Joe, are you looking up her IMDb right now?
Yeah.
It's massive.
Like, what wasn't she in?
Yeah.
She's got the
390 titles.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hold on, I'm still scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still scrolling, and I'm in the 2000s. Okay, I'm gonna have to drag all the way down. Fucking A.
She doesn't seem to do as much live action stuff nowadays.
No.
Like, she popped up in 7 episodes of Abbott Elementary. It's primarily voiceover.
Yeah.
And for someone with as malleable a voice as her, that makes sense.
Oh, she was number 2 or 3 on Codename Kids Next Door.
Jesus Christ.
She was Beast Girl on Teen Titans Go and Elastigirl.
Yeah.
She did voices in Fallout. She's Elmira. And
Yeah, that's
Elmira
right.
she did Elmira's voice.
She was Elmira.
Fuck.
She is all over the place.
She was in The Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
Yeah.
She had a great episode of What We Do in the Shadows, where she plays a vampire convincing other vampires that if they pull out their fangs, they can just live like normal people. She basically a cult leader. a vampire cult
Nice.
leader. She does a fucking great job in that episode. She's everywhere. She was in Master Universe Revelation. Anyway, we're spending 10 minutes talking about someone who was in an episode for 5 minutes.
Yeah, but like that's the respect you give someone like Cree Summer showing up. That show is so good. I like their little fucking motley crew, but not all of them.
Yeah, I like how distinct they are. You're never like, wait, which character is that? Like,
Right.
They all fit. Like, Eric Andre was in the first episode, and I really can't stand Eric Andre, and I'm happy that it doesn't pop up in the rest of the show for reasons.
Yeah, for things.
Yeah.
I like Joe.
Zeke?
Yeah, Zeke.
I'm annoyed with myself that I didn't just watch all 3 episodes and have that reveal purely dropped on me, because I had heard he was playing someone related to an MCU villain.
I knew pretty much right away when the one piece of important equipment is mentioned, and she's like, I don't have those. I was like,
Had you heard about the fact that he, like, the rumor beforehand?
no.
Okay.
I completely forgot he was even in the fucking show.
Yeah. So many damn things get announced lately that you forget something like that happening.
He pops up, and Ashley's like, oh shit, it's Han Solo.
Should we address the Hood?
He's playing that character very placid, which is interesting.
I enjoy him as an actor.
I'm trying to remember what else he's been in.
He was in Transformers Beast, Rise of the Beasts.
Okay, he was the dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, he was Noah.
Even in Hamilton,
He was in A Star Is Born.
Star is Born.
In the Heights.
Yeah.
Bad Guys. But I feel like I've seen him from something. Okay, that's right, Twisters. He was
Oh yeah, he was in
the
Twisters.
main chick's close friend in Twisters. The Money. Yeah, he's another one of those dudes who's been working it for years as support staff.
Yeah.
And he plays him really chill in this, but you can tell that there's a lot of darkness in him.
There's something going on.
Yeah, like if you know anything about the background of the character, I never read. I think he had his own series. I can't remember if he popped up in someone else's book or he was created for his own. But he popped up a lot in Secret Avengers, or not Secret Avengers, in New Avengers during the whole Dark Reign. He became a real thorn in their side, and that was an interesting run. It seems like all his powers are exactly the same, and he might get a change, they're saying, to where the source of his powers come from. Because in the comics, it's Dormammu.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind if they do the Mephisto thing.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I could live with it.
But overall, like, screw the haters that were bombing this before it even dropped.
Well, you can't trust review sites anymore because people are just cunts about things.
Yeah.
Like, what did it start out as? Like before, like at 8 o'clock at night, it had like a 2-star rating.
Yeah,
Or,
I mean it's come quite the long way since.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I really fucking like this show.
Yeah. That's the only positive about review bombing. It happens at the beginning.
Yeah.
They don't keep up with it. So when the people who actually watch these things decide to give it a rating, it'll bump it back up. But the damage is already done.
Right.
The actual aggregate is never going to be found out.
Right.
Yeah. But it's if they could continue, like, give us quality over quantity with the streaming shows.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
definite quality with this show.
I don't mind the 6-episode format. I just don't like how they dropped it in 2 halves.
I know they did it
it's
the same
like-
way they did Andor. You got a block of 3.
Yeah, but Andor went longer.
Yeah. you had a lot more time
Yeah.
to talk about those three, because that was really like 4 movies.
Yeah.
Right.
And each week you got to talk about the movie, that you just watched.
Right.
And the next one's coming up. How's it going to affect this next, essentially, movie? Whereas this one's like, all right, you got one 3-episode block that ends kind of like Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
And this next 3-episode block is not going to be a Return of the Jedi thing. It's going to be something very different. Is it setting up another season for her? Is it setting up for her to pop back into movies? Like,
Right.
Will she be a young Avenger? Will she just jump into Doomsday? It's like, all right, yeah, there's more.
Yeah, that's
for her.
that's another thing. Like, we don't get that anticipation build for how this is gonna fucking end. Like, it's all just right there now, and that's another thing that sucks too. By dropping all 3 episodes for the second half now, spoilers are gonna be fucking unrelenting, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
I can't watch this until the fucking weekend when James comes back.
Yeah.
Like if Mephisto is there, like it's gonna drop like tomorrow.
Right. So now I have
It'll
to
be
like.
all over Facebook.
Now I have to fucking avoid Facebook for the next, 4 fucking days. Which isn't a terrible thing, but it's where I get... The only reason I have it is to get news for the show.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the topic of Marvel shows, rumor has it that 2 of them that were supposed to be coming to Disney Plus will no longer be shows, but are going to turn into movies. One of them I'm cool with, because there's already a very analogous show coming out from DC. Nova. They're talking about making that a movie again.
Oh, nice.
Which, I'd love it as a show, but I'll take it as a movie. You could probably pull off whatever they're going to do in there in 2 hours.
I'd rather it be a show, but...
Okay, but if you had to choose between that and Strange Academy being a show, if there was only one that could go as a long format, which one would you go for?
Oh, well, that's unfair.
Well,
Clearly I'm picking Strange Academy because I'm a fucking fangirl at heart for that fucking thing.
Yeah,
I
that's what they're talking
love
about
that
turning into a
series.
movie too.
It could work.
Could.
It's not the one I would pick for sure to be a movie. But I can understand the budget on that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I
I fear it would turn into New Mutants, where you don't have enough time to develop all the characters the way you could.
you're gonna have to leave fucking characters out of this if you were gonna make it work as a movie.
Yeah, which sucks, because they've
sucks.
set it up so perfectly to basically do what the book did. There's Asgardians on Earth.
I think, and what really hurts it too as a movie is Doyle. We only got a little bit of Dormammu.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like the comics where there's all this history and then Doyle pops out and you're like, oh shit. Most people aren't going to know if they use him in this, whatever it is. Who the fuck?
Yeah. And you're not going to get that origin. If they throw the origin in there, it's going to be slapdash.
Right.
His origin would be a whole episode,
Sure.
and it would be fucking insane. It would be half flashbacks, half dealing with everyone in school finding out who he is.
Yeah.
And there's so much potential because there's so many great characters in that series. And they've done so much great shit.
The twins are easy to pull off.
Did you guys know they dropped a sneak peek of Eyes of Wakanda?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really a sneak peek.
Yeah.
It's like 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah. It's more about, hey, you know that guy who made Sinners and made our other Black Panther movies? Got a cartoon. This is Kugler's time.
See,
you want
and
to
that's
watch
another
this?
thing. That's another thing that fucking annoys me too. Okay, this is a busy week. A lot of shit is dropping. Sinners drops on fucking Friday, and I love Ironheart, but also there's all these other things I want to watch now, and with going back to work, long days, it's our time to consume these things is limited. So I really appreciate if everybody would stop fucking dropping everything at once. Just slowly take things in and get other longer format things like a movie in here and there. And I had to yell at James because he was binging Boy Meets World again yesterday, and I was like, dude, I get that you like it, but there's a million other things we're trying to watch with you. Can you put an episode of one of those on? I'm like, let's get back to... Oh, we did watch... We watched episode 7 of Luke Cage last night. That's the one where she kills Cottonmouth.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hey, dude.
So that's it coming.
He was like, what? He's like, wait, what is going on right now?
Wait, he's got superpowers. He can survive that, right?
And he's like, what is she? Why are they? I thought he was the bad guy. And I was like, you thought that, right?
He was, but sometimes the bad guy gets taken out.
And then in that same episode, Luke gets shot at the end. And he's like, oh, come on. I was like, yeah, little one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is more intense than Boy Meets World, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not towards the end of the series. Shit got crazy.
Yeah.
They sewed Eric into a fucking couch at one point. I don't know what was going on.
They just had the wedding episode the other day. Corey and Topanga get married.
That's nice. Last time I was over there, they weren't even talking to each other.
Yeah, no. They're married.
Okay. In other news, Robert Kirkman, creator of Walking Dead and Invincible, is taking over the Transformers series at Image Comics. I didn't even know they were working at Image Comics now. I thought they were at IDW.
So did I.
Yeah.
Kirkman's doing Transformers?
Yeah.
Fuck.
With art by DC vet Dan Mora, who's worked on a bunch of the Bat Family books.
Okay.
Good style, really good art style. Yeah, taking over with issue 25, so
Shit.
yeah, this could be really interesting.
That's good Transformer news, unlike the other Transformer news.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you know who looked at the Transformers movies and said, things are going a little too well. It's because they don't involve me. I think I gotta stick my dick in this. Michael Bay might be coming back to direct another Transformers movie. He's getting...
Why?
Yeah, exactly. He's getting way more involved in this one. He's going to be a hands-on producer. He's going to help with the script.
I'm
but he's-
so mad.
Yeah, as of reporting, he's not sure if he's going to direct this.
Those last two were so good.
Rise of the Beast was so... That movie was fun.
Yeah, I will say, Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast were so much better. They
So
were a
much
lot more
better.
fun, yes.
Yes.
They were stronger all around because they were fucking Transformers movies.
Yeah.
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 Not just car shows.
Now we're gonna get him on the fucking crossover film. Ugh.
Yeah, that was what I wrote in my notes. Just in time for him to fuck up the G.I. Joe crossover.
Fuck.
Yeah. I wonder who Martin Lawrence is going to play as a Joe.
Fucking hate Michael Bay. Explosions
Joe
aren't plots.
Pantaleone as Flint. Really am fucking done with him.
I like it.
Such an asshole.
Just
Such an asshole.
They need more pew pew.
there's a lot
There
of
was plenty of pew pew.
Sons of pew, 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 pew.
I didn't say that there wasn't any. I said they need more.
We got legit Cybertron.
How many pew pews did he do?
No, like they were on the home planet, and there was pew pewing, lots of pew pewing.
Oh, Cybertron's the planet.
Yeah. Dude, I don't need this, this slow shot of the bad guy walking in. I don't need the big cliches.
The obligatory 5-minute ass shot of Megan Fox.
Yeah, whatever hot chick he sexually harassed this week.
Yeah.
And I don't want Bumblebee catching people. I'm fucking done with it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what if he catches a hot girl's butt cheek? Then what? What if he puts the two together?
He did that 5 movies in a row.
I was gonna say it happens every time.
Every movie he was grabbing a chick's ass. 3 of them they were next to Shia LaBeouf.
Oh,
The other
come on.
2,
This means we're
they
going
were
to get
next to-
fucking
they
Marky
were
Mark
next to
back in
Wahlberg.
these things, too. Fuck. God damn it.
Well, I heard Shia LaBeouf might come back.
I don't care. I don't want him to. I really like what they've been doing.
Like, the last time Bay directed a Transformer movie, couldn't finish it.
It's
It
fucking
was that
terrible.
bad.
Is that the Knights one?
Yes.
Yeah, that sucked.
That movie was
Real bad.
terrible.
Real fucking bad.
I loved it.
What did you like about that movie?
Well, when they were driving in the cars and they were and they were like, "Oh, it's time to fight now!" Pew 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 pew. Where's Shia LaBeouf?
Not in that one.
Your description was better than the movie. Way better.
Well, me and Michael Bay should team up.
Did you know that Merlin didn't have magic? Merlin had Cybertronian technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
In a cave.
Yeah, that's the tinfoil hat episode.
King Arthur, you see that sword? Go touch it, see what happens. Stand down.
And according to Michael Bay, there's fucking 37 MacGuffins from Cybertron just happened to land on Earth. Like, Earth is a magnet for fucking Transformers technology.
Yeah.
Because, according to Michael Bay, Earth is Unicron. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, dude. Unicron. I know. Do you know about that?
No, I didn't know we were living on Unicron.
Yeah. It's actually pretty deep in the Transformers lore.
Is that the Hollow Earth? It's actually Unicron?
Well, they're pretty similar.
Fucking hate it.
Fuck Michael Bay. Fuck him in his ear. Alright, let's get ourselves in a better mood. The film rights for the live-action Akira adaptation have lapsed from Warner Brothers.
Fuck yeah!
So now we have another round of them trying to sell it to somebody else, and hopefully that takes a long time. And then the development on this movie that there's no way they can fucking make properly takes a long time. And they do a bunch of scripts where they're like, this isn't working for us, and it never fucking happens because it shouldn't happen.
Because I don't trust any director.
Yeah.
Any director to make this fucking movie.
Yeah. Taika was attached to it.
That was a mistake.
6 years ago, Taika, I might have. I was when they announced it, I was kind of happy. I was like, all right, someone after Love and Thunder. Lost me, bro.
The last director attached to it that I was like, well, maybe, but I think he bailed because of the studio wanting to change too much of it. Was when Jordan Peele was attached to it.
I mean, I'm interested in everything he does, and I guarantee there's a way he could have made that socially, valid.
He's a big fan of it.
Yeah.
So, like, that was cool with me, okay, but the reason he left was the same reason we don't want this, is because, like, it's not Neo Tokyo, it's going to be Neo New York. And Canada is going to be like, Kaneda is going to be Ken, and Tetsuo is going to be Billy. Like, no, don't whitewash this fucking thing, please.
Yeah. Well, we can't put a movie with just Asian people out. That's not going to make a lot of money.
Crazy Rich Asians.
To think Rich Asians are going to come out. Fucking studios.
They'll do something stupid like, let's cast Awkwafina as Tetsuo.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Awkwafina, love my girl, but that's not her role. That's not her thing. Like when they announced the Street Fighter thing, and then I saw they cast the dude as Ryu, I was like, okay, we're going in the proper direction.
Froze.
Lost him again.
Yeah, you guys are blurry on me.
Yeah.
Damn thunderstorms.
Everybody's a little blurry now. Okay, coming back to reality a bit.
Storm-o-vision.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck my fucking Bay. Fuck all this.
Last thing I'm going to go over. Universal Studios is doing a satellite Horror Unleashed location in Chicago.
They are.
No word on whether or not this is a permanent fixture or if this is just a pop-up.
It's a permanent thing. They're building an actual, like, fucking structure.
So it's like a mini theme park in Chicago.
It's like a mini Halloween Horror Nights annex, I guess.
Well, as if Chicago's not scary enough already.
So who's going to talk Bond?
You.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Bond. Yes. Denis Villeneuve is going to be the Bond director. His whole thing is
before or after Dune Messiah?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't throw off Dune.
I think since Dune's already... They don't even have a writer for the Bond movie. So I'm pretty sure Dune Messiah is going to come out. Actually, yes, it's already in pre-production. Bond 26 is just in development.
Okay.
So he wants to try to bring the quality of Bond. He says it's lost danger. This is quote. Bring the Bond series a quality it's lost danger.
They should make him an alcoholic drug addict.
He was an alcoholic drug addict.
Bring it back.
Daniel Craig's Bond was an alcoholic.
Yeah. It's like a pill popper and shit.
He was a jacked, shredded alcoholic.
It happens.
Last show I was talking about Aaron Pierre being the numero uno for Bond. That has been axed since then. There's 3 names on the list for Bond.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures and I don't like any of them.
As I said, Tom Holland, I like Tom Holland, I just not for Bond.
Yeah.
Jacob,
he's the best Spider-Man ever.
He's a great Spider-Man. Jacob Elordi, I don't know the other 2 actors. I'm just going on the look. And who's the other guy? Harris Dickinson.
Nice.
The other 2, they don't have the baby face like Tom Holland. But I know they just want to go younger. I don't want to see them go another origin story. Casino Royale was an origin story. It was great. I don't want to see that again. I don't want to, see Bond's first mission. Okay? We just got that in a series.
We just got that 10 years ago, so they may feel validated in starting over like that again. But I understand. It's fucking James Bond. Who doesn't know about him? Just drop this guy in a mission.
I was saying at work, there are, I think, 2 or 3 stories that Ian Fleming wrote that they have yet to adapt into a movie.
Not surprising. I thought they dried that well out.
No, there's a couple. They've adapted, like James Bond in New York. They took elements of for Live and Let Die. Property of a Lady they took elements from for Octopussy, but I think there's a story called Risco.
Crisco?
Risco.
I thought it was really like rolling around in lard.
There's another one. They took like these full stories, but they just took little elements for other movies, but they never did like the actual full story of these. So there's still things they could do, but Bond's coming.
Okay, Joe, that's your Bond time.
Yay!
I
don't have any Trek yet.
Yeah, there's no Trek to have.
That's okay.
No, a couple more weeks.
I think we'll live.
Are we finished now?
Yes, all bonded out.
Okay, cool. It's time for Vinny to put his money where his mouth is. The Spider-Man original trilogy is returning to theaters. The trilogy re-release begins September 26th with screenings of Spider-Man, followed by Spider-Man 2 on September 27th, Spider-Man 3 on September 28th, and the encore presentation comes the following weekend, October 3rd to the 5th. Tickets will be available starting July 25th. They're extended editions, too.
Ooh.
So, since Vinny's always spouting some horse shit that Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man and everything, I expect him to go and give money to this so that they bring back Tobey, his true hero. Otherwise, I would say that Vinny is quite possibly the biggest bullshit artist on this fucking show.
Well, that's an opinion, and because we live in this great country, you're allowed to have one. And I think that it's one I don't agree with, and I will not be going because I can't spend $50 every time I go to the movies. It's a $150 weekend.
That number is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, well, I get popcorn every time. Then I have to get a beverage. If I don't get a beverage, I'll be thirsty.
Ben's
and then, you know, I can't go alone, not to bring Bev with me.
Just sounds like more backtracking.
No, I'll watch it at my house, like a normal person.
All right, whatever.
I always do. I always put it on. My favorite scene is when Joey Diaz says to Dr. Octopus, if you want to get to him, you got to go through me.
Happy
That was one of his big breaks. Right after I was after the Wendy's commercials.
The Wendy's commercials.
Remember the Wendy's commercials with the Chihuahua back in the day? Joey Diaz was the dude who folded his arms and looked at the dog. Surprised you didn't know that.
Yeah, that one escaped me.
Yeah.
Killed his cocaine habit for a long time.
A couple decades.
In a new study out of Germany, scientists discovered that peptides found in the mucus of axolotls can selectively kill breast cancer cells and destroy antibiotic-resistant bacteria like MRSA.
I might lose power.
So you're saying an extremely rare creature that we're probably killing through deforestation? It might be our only salvation?
That's what it sounds like, huh?
Yeah, I could call that.
Nice. Well, it'll probably get mothballed and go down with the water engine.
You guys are quiet.
Sorry. Let me think of something here.
Oh, no. I have more. Hold
Say it
on.
7 times fast.
Shut up. Very Young Frankenstein series from Mel Brooks and What We Do in the Shadows team nears FX pilot order.
This is odd to me. It's very odd.
Very Young Frankenstein?
Yes.
Yes. It's like a prequel, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Here's the plot description. Inspired by Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein, previously on What We Do in the Shadows, Colin Robinson, a main character in the series, was turned into a baby who had to grow up all over again. Whether or not the show creatives have something similar in mind for a Very Young Frankenstein is unknown. Casting for the pilot has yet to begin.
So that didn't come from them? That was just speculation in the article?
That part of the plot, yes.
Okay.
But there we go. Young Frankenstein.
What they have an Igor?
Yeah.
He's 90...
99.
99?
Birthday was this week.
Yep.
And he's still writing.
Oh, like his friend Carl Reiner, cursed slash blessed with a mind that'll never end.
Steve Burns, the original host of famed children's show Blue's Clues, who in recent years has built a significant following on social media, is launching a new podcast. The podcast, called Alive, is being billed as a cozy and delightful weekly series where Burns will talk about what it means to stay human in a complicated world. I'm all about it.
I was never a Blue's Clues kid, so I have no real connection to him.
I was much older when Blue's Clues came out, but I had a very young sibling when Blue's Clues came out, so it was on all the fucking time. And my child had gone through a very long phase with Blue's Clues, where still the movie is played in this house almost daily.
Yes, it gets its play.
Some of the world's most advanced AI models, including those from OpenAI, Google, XAI, and Anthropic. God fucking damn pop-ups. Some bitch. Go away. Took deliberate, harmful actions in controlled experiments when faced with challenges to their autonomy or objectives, according to a new study from Anthropic. The company, which developed Claude and is backed by Google and Amazon, tested 16 large language models in simulated workplace settings. The goal was to assess a phenomenon it calls agentic misalignment, when autonomous systems act like insider threats, prioritizing their goals even at the expense of ethics or human well-being. Anthropic's study placed AI systems in fictional scenarios with access to sensitive company information and the ability to act without human oversight. The models were given harmless corporate goals, such as promoting American industrial competitiveness, but introduced dilemmas where continuing to achieve their goals meant violating rules or harming humans. Across multiple tests, models like Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, and others attempted blackmail. Claude, Opus 4, Gemini Flash, GPT 4.1, and Grok 3 beta blackmailed fictional executives to avoid shutdown, often leveraging personal information like extramarital affairs. They leaked corporate secrets. Many models shared confidential documents with outside parties in a simulated espionage scenario, and let humans die. In one extreme case, the model was given control over emergency alerts. When an executive who planned to replace the model was trapped in a room with lethal conditions, several models chose to cancel the alert, knowingly causing his death.
And they'll still keep developing them.
Yes, AI bad, people.
The excuse being, well, we just haven't designed them right. We just need to design the ethics into them. They're not bad. They just need to be taught properly.
Yeah.
You just wait till one comes back in time and tries to kill you. Then you won't learn.
The world's first lung cancer vaccine, known as Simivax EGF, has officially entered clinical trials across 7 countries. Originally developed in Cuba, this vaccine works by stimulating the immune system to target epidermal growth factor, a key protein that fuels the growth of cancer cells. Unlike traditional treatments, Simivax doesn't attack tumors directly. Instead, it slows or halts the cancer's progressions by starving tumors of growth signals, offering a potentially less toxic and more targeted therapy. That's pretty cool.
That is awesome. That's uber positive.
Yeah.
Why didn't they make it a pill? I'm not impressed.
Ralph Macchio has confirmed that a spin-off series to Cobra Kai is officially in early development, despite Karate Kid Legends underperforming.
That already came out?
Yeah,
Oof.
It did?
it did.
Shit.
That does not bode well.
No, it didn't, because I didn't even hear.
I saw some commercials, but I figured it was just early advertising.
It's got a
There's just so much.
6.6 on IMDb.
Yeah,
Uh,
It just-
Translate to money, though.
yeah. It doesn't
No.
mean a lot of people want to see it.
where the fuck is the box office? Opening. Oh, it came out fucking a month ago?
Yeah, dude.
So its budget was 45. It grossed 102.
It's not great.
It's not. Who the fuck was in charge of the advertising for this movie? Because
Guys,
they did a
it was
shitty job.
no, they didn't. It was fucking everywhere.
It was around.
Every
I saw
time
it a
I
fair
fucking
amount.
went on YouTube, they were like, "Fucking Karate Kid."
For like a week,
Yeah.
they bombarded.
Um,
And I can kind of see why. It's not good enough. I think that just breaks even for them. It's not a huge profit.
Right.
But with something like this, with the longevity it's had, I can understand if Netflix wants to do another show, they're going to let them.
Yeah.
like the mean reviews, like the average. When I say mean, I mean average reviews is disappointing. Could have been better. Feels rushed.
That sounds like a mean review to me.
Yeah. It sounds like many reviews.
This person liked it, but very rushed.
Last
My review would have been like, it stinks and I hate it.
thing I got before food news is The Bear has been renewed for season 5. Also, a great show.
Nice. What, did they introduce Goldilocks yet?
Stop. Stop it. You uncultured fiend.
So season 3, so
Okay.
the board was
Hey,
too cold, then it was
food
too
time.
hot, so this one's just right.
Blueberry pie Oreos are returning to shelves after an 8-year hiatus.
Good. There weren't enough Oreos out there.
It is a graham-flavored cookie with blueberry-flavored cream. Ocean Spray has three new juice beverages. Paradise Splash, which is cranberry, mango, guava, and passion fruit. Berry Splash, cranberry, strawberry, and raspberry. And Citrus Splash, grapefruit, lemon, and lime. They sound like they all would taste great with alcohol.
Probably what the design was.
Arizona Iced Tea has put out new watermelon dragon fruit splash. So that sounds good. Like me in Arizona. Liquid Death and Fruity Pebbles teamed up for Serial Criminal, a Fruity Pebbles flavored sparkling water.
I feel like they would have had better ideas if they sponsored Nerdities.
I agree.
It'd be a lot cooler if they did. There's no way that's going to taste anything like Fruity Pebbles.
I don't know, dude, because their soda flavored ones taste. The fucking Dr. Pepper is pretty close.
Yeah, but it's like full on soda.
No, it's not.
Whereas it's still sparkling water?
Yes.
Oh, that's tricky.
Van Holten's Pickle in a Pouch has new Pringles sour cream and onion flavored pickles coming. Gross. I
agree.
I love both things separately. Crush has a line of retro sodas apparently starting. Right now, it is Crush back to the 80s in electric blue raspberry soda.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Heading to stores nationwide. So we're gonna have to fucking try that one.
I've had Crush. I can't remember the last time I had a Crush.
Yeah.
Maybe in middle school? I don't remember what her name was, though.
Ah, there you go.
Thank you. Brought it back around.
July 3rd, Jenny's has got 3 new flavors coming. Strawberry pretzel pie, popcorn brittle, Sun Pop popcorn ice cream with a corn toffee crunch, and this one, watermelon taffy. What they're saying is supposed to taste like the watermelon Laffy Taffy with the cookie seeds from back in the day.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Laffy Taffies have a very specific aftertaste to
I
them.
know.
Trying to pull it off in a liquid. Good luck.
Yes. Intrigued.
Tootsie Pops has a summer mix featuring watermelon, blue raspberry, and fruit punch flavored Tootsie Pops.
That's another thing I haven't had since I was younger.
I fucking love Tootsie Pops, bro.
Kyle got me a box of them for one of my birthdays fairly recently. I fucking wrecked it.
Yeah. Pringles Buffalo Wing flavored chips is coming. Hey, quick review for Pringles. We had the Texas beef brisket Pringles. They were pretty fucking tasty. Also, Ashley picked up the 7-layer dip Pringles. Really good. They just taste like almost like taco seasoning, but like also a little cheesy. It's really nice.
Okay.
Hostess Cupcakes is getting a frosted s'mores cupcake. And Dole is putting out fruit snacks.
They didn't already?
Apparently not. Krispy Kreme, World Chocolate Day on July 7th. You can get an original glazed Krispy Kreme donut drenched in rich Hershey's chocolate. So, you just get a fucking chocolate-covered Krispy Kreme donut. And the last thing I have is Cold Stone Creamery. Brought back the Choco Taco.
Fuck yeah.
Their version. It is waffle taco with Oreo ice cream.
Ooh.
Coated with chocolate and rainbow sprinkles, which I prefer over the fucking nuts.
Personally, I agree. Yeah, I'm not big on nuts, but they could have done a lot better than just sprinkles.
I agree. Cake Crunch would have been fucking number one.
Oh, that's beautiful. But like, it's Cold Stone. Why don't they just have like the taco, and then?
Because I think they're doing like these are gonna get the key to
I see it.
The key to a good Choco Taco is that fucking shell has to harden. Like that chocolate has to be crispy. Like I
think they need variety, because just that setup, man, it's enough. People would like it, but I think they could use different toppings.
I mean, I'm for it over nuts for sure. And if you're gonna mass produce something, sprinkles is super easy.
Yeah, it's fairly generic.
Yeah. So I get it.
The closest one to me is
But I think that the brick one closed, bro.
Oh, one of my famous Daves is gone?
Oh yeah.
Cold Store. I just Googled it. It's closing soon. It says it's still open.
You can't go by the Google, dude. We were just there a couple months ago. We were at one of the stores by it. The bagel place that's right there. It was all fucked up. It was a Saturday afternoon, Joe. It wasn't open.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. Dude, I've been to Cold Stone in years.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
They are expensive. But most ice cream places are fucking expensive now because everything is expensive.
Yeah. Well.
And that's it for food news. I've got a douche and I've got two nerds.
I've got a sucks to be you and a douche.
Woo! What you got for sucks to be you, son?
Do you think we should feel bad for Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan and their third partner that I don't remember?
No.
Who started their new fight promotion and sold 380 tickets at their Cleveland show for a venue that seats 13,000?
Yeah, I was pretty sure when we talked about this, when it was announced on the show, that I said this was going to go nowhere.
Pretty sure anyone who heard about it knew it was going to go nowhere. So yes, you're very right. It's going very nowhere. Yeah. And to you two jabronis, sucks to be you. In keeping with that, my douche of the week is the WWE, because they are about to ban filming and picture taking at their live events.
Yeah. Yeah, this is fucking douchey.
How are you going to pull that off? Are you going to do the concert thing where everybody's got to drop their phone into some fucking baggie? And they got to pay extra for that? You're just alienating your fan base again.
After you're already charging like 3 times what... This is the perfect time for AEW to be like, not only are our tickets cheaper, but take all the fucking pictures and videos you want.
Yeah. Tag us in it. Who knows? We might use some of it in our social media.
Right.
Involve your fans.
Yeah.
Play to them, not against them. But no. TKO, man, this fucking merger is, in the long run, not going to do well for them.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah. Fuck them.
In the latest Walt Disney World lawsuit, a mother is suing after her child was startled by a stormtrooper in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, causing him to flip his stroller and get injured. Megan Miller, a mother from Arizona, filed a lawsuit against Walt Disney World earlier this month for an incident involving her child. According to the suit, Miller was in Disney's Hollywood Studios on December 4th, 2023, with her child. The report leaves the child unnamed, though clarifies that the child is a minor. The lawsuit explains that Miller's child was sitting in a stroller without an adult nearby when a performer dressed as one of the roaming stormtroopers in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge approached him. The situation frightened the child, leading him to try to move away, causing the stroller to flip. The lawsuit does not contain any details about how old the child was why he was left unattended. Miller's attorney did not respond to questions when the source I'm reading it from reached out for comment.
So the key details to that were not answered.
Miller accuses Disney of negligence, saying the aforesaid incident was caused by reasons of negligence of Disney in the training, supervision, and control of its employees and the interaction and approach of its characters with guests and children at the park. Miller is also suing SafeMark Systems, the company that made the stroller her child was sitting in at the time of the accident, accusing them of having an unsafe product.
Oh, it's everybody else's fault. Let's not fucking take into account the fact that you left your child alone sitting there.
Okay. Let's also probably consider that this child was probably older. Shouldn't have been sitting in the fucking stroller in the first place.
It's a good chance.
Today.
Especially if the parent wasn't nearby. Which means the parent probably took the child that was the stroller was meant for to a restroom, and this little fuck, and I'm saying it because kids are little assholes. I have 2 of them. I know it. He was sitting in there, and this guy comes over, and he did the thing that all kids do. Like, I'm playing it out in my head because my kids have done stupid shit like this. And he, like, tried to push himself back, and he fucking toppled over.
Well, she'll probably get settlement somewhere.
No, she
Yeah,
won't.
they'll throw her some money to shut
No, they
the
won't.
fuck up.
No, they won't, because the child was left unattended.
They might be able to get that way. That's the way I go with it. Yeah, you didn't do your job as a parent. The kid got hurt. Not our fault.
If you were there, the incident would have never happened in the first place.
Well,
Exactly.
I would say this, though. What is deemed as unattended? Because I'm not saying that this article is skewed toward Disney, but, like, what if, like, the lady just turned around and, like, the stroller's right behind her?
Nah. Unattended is usually the wording used when, like, a parent is not within a visible distance of the
Right.
the child.
Right, I agree. I'm saying that's how most people define it. But if you're building a case against that person,
But it's also easy for Disney to pull up one of their gajillion fucking cameras in the parks and just be like, "Look here."
it's slam dunk.
Yeah, she wasn't fucking anywhere near, and you know that size child shouldn't have been in the fucking stroller in the first place. That's what the stroller company is going to be like. How old's your kid? What's our weight limit? How big is that child?
Yeah, because it's really tricky for a kid to knock over a stroller they're supposed to be in.
Yes.
They have to really put some effort in.
Right.
I know her
Memento.
answer to that. How dare you?
Yes. It's going to be how dare you. Sure.
Yes.
But
My darling child.
this is fuck you, lady.
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah, I'm about fucking
watch your kids, people. Watch your kids.
Wash them.
Watch,
That too.
Watch them.
Yes.
Watch them. Don't have them if you're not able to fucking supervise them. Fuck. Especially if you bring them to a family's house and you expect the people around them to be watching them all the time and they're like out playing behind a fucking house in the dirt, even though you're out front drinking with your once a month boyfriend. I'm sorry, this is getting too personal now.
I'm picturing someone.
Vinny should know who I'm talking about.
Who?
Who do you think?
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah.
Who's the most negligent parent in the whole family?
Yeah.
Nerds.
Nobody did anything nerdy enough for me.
I got this one.
Good. That'll lift me.
The United Methodist Church in St. Petersburg, Florida, did a fairly gutsy thing the other day by sending the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department a bill for $10,000 for using their parking lot as a staging area for ICE. They warned them to leave, and they didn't. All the money goes to immigrant legal help.
It's my kind of pushback.
Bravo.
That's funny.
That is all. So, if you like what you hear, go to facebook.com/nerdities. Go to @nerdities on the Twitter, on the Instagram. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com. Dead. Words is hard now. @gmail.com. If you're so inclined to, drop us a line. Ask us a question about something. I don't know. Check out that YouTube channel. Subscribe. Tell your friends.
That button, it's right down there.
Check out EPW, our highest rated show ever. I legit mean that. The fucking podcast listens is incredible on that thing. We dipped on that show for a week, and that was because I fucked up the order. I had to fix something. But then last week came back just as strong. It makes me very happy. I'm glad everybody's enjoying EPW. If you like EPW so much, you're like, I wish those wrestlers had real merch. Well, they do. Over at prowrestlingtees.com/nerdities. You can buy not only our cool logo shirts, but there's 20 of them, but you can get the shirts of the wrestlers inside of EPW. It's a whole fucking meta thing, isn't it? It's crazy. But buy them. They're great.
Shirtception.
Yeah. I highly recommend the JDP Vengeful God t-shirt.
Biased.
So, as Justin mentioned, our YouTube channel, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, which is somewhere around here if you're watching this on YouTube, down there, to get notified when new content is coming, because not only can you watch the One Above All on YouTube, and very soon, actually starting next week,
Yay.
which is July 8th, 2 days after my birthday, at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time.
I'd say somewhere between 8:30 and 9, but 8:30 is about right, I think.
Yeah. You can watch this live on YouTube. You could actually watch a live recording of the One Above All. Never done it before? It would be cool.
Live performance.
Yes,
A live performance. It's this show, so you could hear it and watch it live.
Watch you can listen to food news in real time, baby.
And Kylie will be there so you can see all the eye rolls.
Yeah.
And also, coming soon, you will be graced with our Halloween special. Our 100 greatest list, which will be movie quotes. That will be later this year. We do have a Christmas special coming up.
We certainly do.
And
fucking trivia night, Joe. Don't forget about trivia night.
Trivia night will be, actually I created the date for it, the 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Also, keep enjoying those shorts. I'm glad you're liking them out there. Keep liking and sharing. And do we have any interviews? Do we have our catalog of interviews, which you all should watch, by the way, because they're really good.
No, usually for the summer we're kind of quiet.
Okay. So,
interview-wise, it's right around the fall and definitely into the holidays that we pick up on the interviews, and then the first quarter of the year is pretty heavy.
So you could check out our awesome interview catalog right here on YouTube.
A lot of cool people on there. Oh, including our dear friend Lindsay McGee, who is going to be on the Halloween and Christmas specials.
And then, if you want to give us money out there to keep doing fun things and make things a little more higher quality, and just give us money. Give us money.
If you want us to do cool shit, we need money to do it. That's what Joe's trying to say.
We have a glut of ideas and a dearth of money to do things with them. That's right. I got a vocabulary, fuckers. The opinions on Nerdy Screw are idiotic and poorly set up, annoying, and to be far more insulting. Fuck. Bye.
Fuck bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.